The number one way to practice delayed gratification, because now we're so used to getting everything so fast, so spontaneous, we have lost our patience a little bit and we expect to get everything immediately. And what I've learned that generations back then had something that we don't, which is patience, which is the ability to work and wait for something to manifest in the long run. So the number one way to practice delayed gratification is to use your minor life inconveniences to practice your patience. Whether that be waiting in traffic, waiting at a red light, or anything that delays anything in your life. For example, a tire popped in your car, something that is supposed to be frustrating and meant to irritate you. Use that opportunity to practice delayed gratification and to practice patience. Nothing in life can happen spontaneously. We do have to learn how to be patient and work for things and then wait for things to manifest. When you put out an intention into the universe, or you are working on a new goal, let's say, you do have to be patient for it to fully come to fruition and manifestation. You have to be willing to put in the work and maintain the discipline, the consistency to see it through. So, practice delayed gratification, disciplining yourself to just be patient, to hold yourself in the moment with whatever you are feeling or whatever it is that you're going through, and practice just living in the moment instead of constantly wanting the thing that you are striving for or whatever your goal may be. The second way to practice delayed gratification is to discipline yourself to not look at your phone as soon as you get notifications. And this is really hard to do, including for me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I have mastered this. It is so hard not to do it. It's very impulsive. We're so attached to our cell phones, to emails, to text messages, to Instagram, Snapchat. Somebody slid up on your story. You want to see what they said. One way to practice delayed gratification is, instead of getting that little rush of dopamine that you get from immediately checking the notification, you practice waiting, or holding yourself and distracting yourself with another thing, or pulling away from your phone every once in a while so you're not constantly getting the urge to check it. And like I said, this is really hard for everybody to do. We're all in one way or another attached to our phones. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you that the first thing that I do in the morning is check my phone. I'm not going to sit here like I told you and pretend that I've mastered this. This is something that we should be working on together. And even though I check my phone first thing in the morning, I do try to practice not being on my phone all the time. Trying to pull away every once in a while and turning my notifications off, or practicing looking at my phone only when I have time, when I'm not engaged in something else or consciously looking at my phone, especially text messages, notifications that are always pulling for your attention. Your phone is always trying to get your attention. Advertising and everything that you see on social media is constantly trying to pull your attention. So practice delayed gratification by disciplining yourself to only look at your phone consciously. And like I said, it's a practice. It doesn't mean that it's easy, because trust me, I do it too. And then the last way to practice delayed gratification is to learn how to be bored. Like, I think I have said this in the past before, but learn how to just be okay with doing nothing, feeling nothing, and not being in a constant state of happiness and euphoria. Every time I've watched old documentaries of generations before ours and the people that used to work and didn't have technology, they're used to doing nothing. They go to work, they do their thing, and then they come home and they're very productive. They didn't have distractions like social media or television or anything. They learn how to just be okay with day-to-day living. They don't consider doing the dishes, doing laundry as chores. It was life. They were doing life. They were used to going their day to day by just doing these kinds of stuff, by just sitting on a chair and watching the sunset after they were done doing chores. But it's life. They were doing life. And one thing that we have strayed away from is that the consistency and discipline of life, of everything that comes with living, like doing chores, fixing a tire, fixing your car, fixing bikes. They used to do all of that by themselves. They used to make food from scratch. Now you get hungry, you can run to the store. So just learn how to be bored, not constantly be wanting the dopamine that you get from technology, like television, movies, your cell phone, whatever it may be. Try to be engaged with your life, your day-to-day tasks. And then when you run out of things to do, like your chores, learn how to sit there. Learn how to just sit there and be bored, not constantly want to have something. And trust me, everyone's always striving for something. We all have goals. We all have things we want to acquire, whether it be money, fame, status. It's natural. But we should want to also just be okay with life in itself. Nothing exciting, waking up, making breakfast, washing the dishes, playing with your cat. And when you run out of things to do, just learn how to be bored. So practicing delayed gratification can be beneficial in so many ways and is necessary for us to learn how to thrive with the world of technology that we have now. Everything is always constantly wanting your attention. You should practice delayed gratification so that you're not always getting those little bits and pieces of dopamine, so you can learn how to build natural dopamine within you and maintain a state of satisfaction, not necessarily the euphoria and instant gratification that you get from social media, the phones, the technology, the dating apps, anything. It's just everything that comes to us now is just an instant shot of dopamine. And we're so used to that it works against us sometimes because we want it all the time, and that's just not possible, to be honest. So practice delayed gratification to live a better life and to live more satisfied. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Blessings. I hope that this video has helped you in some way. I hope that you have learned something, and I will see you in the next one.